This week, was it Rick who messed up the Oscars?
Yes, it was. We're back on the rock. James Bond had to parachute in, but we're talking about a much easier way to get there.
And how much do you love your mummy?
Sounds like out of Austin Powers or something. And how do you make sure you enjoy the Rio Carnival Dottery?
Hello, my name's Eddie Castle. Welcome to this week's GoOnTravel.
I've heard of that show.
It's a good show.
Is it good?
It really is. Monday,
Yeah.
Wednesday, Saturday.
Is it
comments.
3 times a week, Eddie?
Three times a week.
It's 3 times a week.
We've had loads of comments.
Yeah? Who from?
From my mummy.
Oh, that's
I
nice.
love my mummy.
There's more on that later in the week. Before you think Eddie really has completely lost it, there is more coming out.
So I just hope I'm doing the heart
It's Mother's
sign
Day
right.
coming up, you know
Heart
that.
sign, right. Well, it is in the
something
UK.
like that.
It is in the UK.
Yeah? It's different around the world,
It
is
is
it?
different around the world.
Okay.
Yes,
Well,
anyway.
we're going to talk about that.
So hello, my name's Eddie Castle. As we've mentioned, welcome to this week's Go On Travel, the programme that brings the travel community together to share tips, ideas and to inspire us on certain resorts or places that you have been to.
Yeah, I'm Rick Midson. I like, I suppose, the luxury resorts, the romantic resorts.
Oh, here he goes again, all about romance.
No, I like those sort of all-inclusives and stuff like that. Whereas you're the kind of the Trekkie guy.
Rick,
so we have a big variety. What?
I've got to ask you this question
Yes.
because the big goal, our first main goal of the programme is to get 100 subscribers.
Yes.
And
Well,
there
we
was a
smashed
good-
that, haven't
And there
we?
was a good reason for it. Yeah, so
Yes,
we smashed
there was a
it.
good reason.
I think we're up to about 160.
170 odd now. Yeah, 170 odd now.
But there was,
No.
there was a good reason for this.
There was,
wasn't there?
yes. This is why we asked you for your help in doing that subscriber count, because when you first start a channel on YouTube now, you don't immediately get an easy to access link. So we've been putting some horrible links on Facebook and on YouTube and on Instagram, all over the place, to ask you to follow to. But now it's much, much easier. All we have to do now is go to youtube.com, put / and then GoOnTravel. And that's literally it. And you will get our channel come up with all the latest shows and all the details. Simple as that. YouTube.com, GoOnTravel.
A big thank you to everybody who has subscribed. Please, 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 can you still subscribe?
Yep.
And get
Keep
your
sharing
friends
it,
to
let everyone know as well.
Around the world, because this isn't just a UK-based programme.
No.
It's for everybody around the world. So a big thank you. Also, while we're saying thank you, can we say a big thank you to the Quinn family,
Absolutely.
who did a fantastic report, the entire Quinn family, fantastic report, and they now become members of our inner circle after that brilliant report. They went to Bruges, and you can actually see the programme. We'll get a link to the programme.
We'll have a link at the end of this programme
At the end
to
of the
that
programme.
one. Yep.
So it was really interesting, the first family report, because as we know, tour operators and airlines tend to put up their prices during the kids' holidays. However, you can get a bargain if you do your research, just like John and Catherine did. We'll be chatting to John in a couple of weeks on Wednesday, because Wednesday is the detail day.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen the last, the show on the Quinn family, as I mentioned, we'll put a link up on the screen at the end of
and with the
programme.
detail, also, I'm quite
details,
interested in when they go to Bruges and when we make these reports, is how you can recreate those things yourself. So we're looking forward to that. So back to today. So remember the Oscars mess up? Remember when they announced the wrong one? Well, I was pretty much outside when that happened. I was there on Oscars night in LA, in Hollywood, in search of exotic sunsets, showbiz. And some science too.
Good morning and welcome to sunny California. But the problem is, actually, it's not.
Apparently they've had, 5 years of drought, and in the past few weeks they've had 5 years of rain, or 5 months of rain in one go sort of thing.
Today, what I wanted to do was to take you around Hollywood. It's somewhere I've never been before, go and see the Walk of Fame and stuff like that. But one of the problems is the date that I'm here on. Well, there just happens to be a minor award ceremony taking place in Hollywood today called the Oscars, and I only found that out last week. And apparently a lot of the area is completely shut off. So what I'm going to do today is just try and hit Hollywood, have a look around and just see what I can find.
Before hitting Hollywood, though, there was a stop I wanted to make. It took a bit of connecting to get there by bus to get to the California Science Center, but it was worth it.
Well, here's something I've wanted to see for a long time.
The Space Shuttle Endeavour, smaller than I thought, but as they pump out the epic, heroic music you can just about hear in the background in the hall you stand in, you can't help but be a little awestruck by this vehicle. It went into space, did so many missions, and endured such hostile environments. There's also one of the fuel tanks outside, but yeah, a bit boring that bit. But while the shuttle and the other space exhibits are probably for the adults, the Science Centre is really for younger children, sporting a fascinating aquarium, mesmerising jellyfish and heat-sensitive cameras for the kids out there. Anyway, but what about Hollywood?
So, as you can probably see behind me, just there is one particular film crew that's setting up, but I suspect we'll see more of that as we get closer to the actual place where it's all happening. But we're going to have a look at the Hollywood Walk of Fame first. Beach Boys, let's see if I can recognise any of them. BP Schulberg, whoever that is. Dick Clark, who? Never heard of any of these. Oh, the Jacksons.
The stars literally go on and on. You can walk for a long time and still keep playing a game of star Trivial Pursuits in your head.
Oh, there's a blank one there. One for Eddie. It's a weird place so far. A real combination of run-down stuff and really nice stuff. And just to prove I'm in Hollywood, if you look just there, that's the Hollywood sign. This place is just such a bizarre mix. You've got, like, adult stuff there. You've got tattoos. You've got mixed in with Hollywood. I suppose it's that whole sort of bohemian artistic thing, I suppose.
As I got nearer to the Chinese theatre, things just got more and more secure, though. I was clearly not going to get close.
Well, that looks like about the best I'm going to get. You can just about see down there the sort of waiting line for people who are arriving and then going into the secure zone. But strange enough, I'm not going to bother going in there. But basically, if you want to see the Hollywood sights, don't come on Oscars Day.
But at least there were two men painted green wearing swimming caps and baggy white Y fronts. Oh, and a python. That really is Hollywood. As the sun set, the clouds also set. And for a brief moment, Hollywood showed what its climate is normally like. Glorious sunsets, warm weather, an eclectic mix of science and showmanship.
Good, isn't it? It looked impressive.
I was really, really disappointed I couldn't get quite down to the Chinese theatre. But it was still really interesting just to be in the environment and the atmosphere, and so many people walking down there just sort of in the hope of seeing a star as they were going down. There's one thing I was going to mention is that they have a really great transport system there. And when I got there, I was told in the past you had to be quite cautious about using the transport system around Los Angeles because supposedly it was a bit dodgy. But to be honest, I didn't have any problems at all. And it's really straightforward, really simple. One thing I really like compared to the oysters that we have in London, which I could go on for ages about how much I can't stand, is that the machines in LA actually distribute these cards. So this one here is, I think it's called it's a tap card. And I'm not going to keep it like you keep all your mementos.
Oh, you've got to put it out. Got to put it in your memory box.
But you just, you literally just pay $1 for it and it comes out the machine. And so you get straight on the bus and you can start using it and just start travelling around, no problems at all. It's a really good little system. And I started off by using an Uber when I got to LA and then just used buses for the rest of the day. Really, really good.
Lovely. Well, I'm looking forward to a couple of... I'll just rewind and start again.
Okay, fine.
I'll be doing a report in a couple of weeks' time.
Yes.
Going off
Where
to
you going
Cologne.
to?
I'm looking forward to this. So, start of my sort of 27 tour, because I've been slow on the uptake.
I know.
You've been to
I've
a
been
couple
everywhere
of
while
places.
it's cold and miserable
I have to wait.
until the sun comes out.
Of course. So really looking forward to going to Cologne in Germany. Looking forward to seeing the city. Have you been to Cologne in Germany? Maybe you're actually from Cologne. Have you got any suggestions?
Yeah, where should Eddie go?
Where should I go? Please get
Something
in contact
different
with us.
from the sort of the standard places.
Of course, yeah. Maybe we can meet up for a few beers.
Brilliant idea.
Do email me, GoOnTravel.club. That's info@GoOnTravel.club.
Yeah, as you know, viewer reports obviously a big part of Go On Travel as well. It's not just Eddie and I. We've had, I think, the majority of reports now on the show have been from other people, and it's you that we want on board to get involved in this community and help share all your ideas and tips. Become an Inner Circle member, and let's try and share lots of ideas amongst everyone. I started doing a Periscope live the other day from Cornwall.
That was interesting.
And it was,
so Cornwall here in the UK.
It was fascinating to do it, yeah. I think we'll try and do some more of those if we can get data plans and stuff like that, because I think it's really interesting. When I started doing it, someone was suggesting, and thank you, I think it was Karen that suggested it, to go to a particular restaurant. Sadly, I couldn't. I had to come home that night. But I think it's really exciting if we start making those sort of live travel-y things as well.
I will do that in Cologne. As I say, if anyone is
brilliant.
watching,
We will be watching
and you're a local in Cologne, please do get in contact with us. Again, the email info@GoOnTravel.club, and I will buy you a beer.
There's a promise. Coming up on Wednesday, we're going to be chatting to Jenny, who gave us a tour of the Rock of Gibraltar a couple of weeks ago. You can see that programme, the original programme, by clicking the link at the end of the programme too. Plus, of course, seeing the Quinn family in Bruges as well.
Like, share and subscribe to Go On Travel, and keep your comments and suggestions coming in. That information email again is info@GoOnTravel.club, or go to our website, which is all the W's, www.GoOnTravel.club.
And also on YouTube, youtube.com/GoOnTravel.